Welcome! Today, we're diving into the essentials of designing workflows in backup software, with a special focus on approvals and ownership. As data becomes increasingly valuable, ensuring that backup processes are both secure and efficient is more important than ever. A well-designed workflow not only protects your data, but also clarifies who is responsible for each step, reducing confusion and risk. In this video, we'll walk through the key concepts, practical steps, and best practices for setting up robust backup workflows. Let's get started by understanding what a workflow in backup software actually means and why it matters for your organization. A workflow, in the context of backup software, is a defined sequence of steps that guide how data is backed up, reviewed, and approved. It's like a roadmap that ensures every action, from initiating a backup to final approval, follows a structured path. This structure helps organizations maintain consistency, accountability, and security. By mapping out each stage, you can identify potential bottlenecks or risks and assign clear responsibilities. Understanding workflows is the foundation for building a reliable backup system. So let's look at the main components that make up a typical backup workflow. Backup workflows are made up of several key components. First, there's the initiation phase, where a backup request is created. Next is the approval process, which ensures that only authorized backups proceed. Ownership is another critical element, assigning responsibility for each step. Finally, there's execution and verification, where the backup is performed and checked for accuracy. Each of these components plays a vital role in maintaining data integrity and security. By clearly defining each part, you can streamline operations and ensure everyone knows their role. The first step in any backup workflow is initiating a backup request. This can be triggered manually by a user or automatically based on a schedule or event. The initiation phase captures essential details, such as what data needs to be backed up, when, and why. It's important to have a standardized form or interface for these requests to ensure all necessary information is collected. This step sets the stage for the rest of the workflow and helps prevent errors or omissions later on. Once a backup request is initiated, it often needs to go through an approval process. This step is crucial for maintaining security and compliance, especially in larger organizations. Approvals can be single-step or multi-step, depending on the sensitivity of the data or organizational policies. For example, a backup of critical financial data might require approval from both IT and finance managers. Clearly defining who can approve what ensures that backups are not performed without proper oversight. Ownership is about assigning responsibility for each step in the backup workflow. This could mean designating a specific person or team to review requests, approve actions, or execute the backup itself. Clear ownership prevents tasks from falling through the cracks and ensures accountability. It's important to document who is responsible for what, so there's no confusion if issues arise. Ownership also helps with auditing and compliance, as you can trace each action back to a specific individual or group. After approvals and ownership are established, the backup process moves to execution. This is where the actual data backup takes place, either automatically or manually. The execution phase should follow predefined procedures to ensure consistency and reliability. It's also important to log all actions taken during this phase for future reference. Proper execution is key to ensuring that backups are complete, accurate, and restorable when needed. Once the backup is executed, it's essential to verify and validate the results. Verification ensures that the backup was successful and that all intended data was captured. Validation may involve test restores or checksums to confirm data integrity. This step helps catch issues early before they become bigger problems. Regular verification and validation are best practices in any backup workflow, providing confidence that your data is truly protected. After verification, notifications and reports are generated to keep stakeholders informed. Automated notifications can alert owners and approvers about the status of backups, while detailed reports provide insights into backup history, success rates, and any issues encountered. This transparency is vital for ongoing management and compliance. Well-designed reporting tools make it easy to track performance and identify trends or recurring problems. Sometimes, issues arise that require escalation. For example, if a backup fails or an approval is delayed, the workflow should include clear escalation paths. This might involve notifying higher-level managers or triggering additional reviews. Escalation procedures help ensure that problems are addressed quickly and don't compromise data protection. Defining these steps in advance keeps the workflow running smoothly, even when unexpected challenges occur. Maintaining audit trails is a critical part of backup workflows, especially for organizations with strict compliance requirements. Audit trails record every action taken, from request, initiation, to final approval and execution. This documentation makes it easy to review what happened, when, and who was involved. It's invaluable for audits, investigations, and demonstrating compliance with regulations. Make sure your backup software supports comprehensive audit logging. Role-based access control, RBAC, is essential for managing approvals and ownership in backup workflows. RBAC allows you to define roles with specific permissions, ensuring that only authorized users can initiate, approve, or execute backups. This minimizes the risk of unauthorized actions and helps enforce organizational policies. Implementing RBAC in your backup software is a best practice for both security and efficiency. Automation can greatly improve the efficiency and reliability of backup workflows. By automating routine steps like initiation, approval routing, and notifications, you reduce the risk of human error and speed up the process. Automation also ensures that workflows are consistently followed, making it easier to scale operations as your organization grows. Choose backup software that supports workflow automation for the best results. Not all backup requests are created equal. Some may require more scrutiny than others. Customizing approval chains allows you to tailor the workflow based on data sensitivity, department, or other criteria. For example, backups involving sensitive customer data might require multiple levels of approval, while routine system backups might need only a single sign-off. Flexibility in approval chains helps balance security with efficiency. Sometimes, the primary owner of a backup process may be unavailable. Delegation features allow ownership to be temporarily transferred to another qualified individual. This ensures that workflows continue smoothly, even during vacations or absences. Backup software should make it easy to delegate tasks and track who is responsible at any given time. Proper delegation helps maintain accountability and prevents workflow interruptions. Modern backup workflows often need to integrate with other IT systems, such as ticketing, monitoring, or compliance platforms. Integration streamlines processes by automatically triggering backup requests from incidents or alerts, and by sharing status updates across systems. This reduces manual work and ensures that all relevant information is available where it's needed. Look for backup software with robust integration capabilities. No workflow is perfect, and exceptions will occur. Whether it's a failed backup, a missed approval, or an unexpected error, your workflow should include procedures for handling exceptions. This might involve automatic retries, manual intervention, or escalation to higher management. By planning for exceptions, you ensure that issues are resolved quickly and don't compromise your data protection strategy. Documentation is a key part of any successful workflow. Clearly, documenting each step, role, and responsibility helps ensure that everyone understands the process. Good documentation also makes it easier to onboard new team members and maintain consistency over time. Include diagrams, flowcharts, and written procedures to make your workflow easy to follow and reference. Even the best designed workflow won't succeed if people don't know how to follow it. Training and awareness programs ensure that everyone involved understands their responsibilities and the importance of each step. Regular training sessions, workshops, and updates help keep the team informed about changes and best practices. Investing in training pays off with fewer mistakes and smoother operations. Backup workflows should evolve over time. Regularly reviewing and updating your workflow helps you adapt to new technologies, changing business needs, and lessons learned from past incidents. Encourage feedback from users and stakeholders to identify areas for improvement. Continuous improvement keeps your backup process effective and resilient in the face of change. Let's look at a simple backup workflow example. A user submits a backup request, which is automatically routed to their manager for approval. Once approved, the IT team executes the backup and verifies the results. Notifications are sent at each stage, and all actions are logged for auditing. This straightforward workflow is suitable for routine backups with low risk, providing both efficiency and accountability. For sensitive data, the workflow becomes more complex. A backup request for critical information might require approvals from multiple departments, such as IT, compliance, and finance. Each approver reviews the request before it moves to the next stage. Only after all approvals are secured does the backup proceed. This layered approach adds security and ensures that sensitive data is handled with extra care. Automated backups follow a different workflow. Here, the system initiates backups based on a schedule or trigger, such as a new file being added. Approvals may be pre-configured, and notifications are sent automatically. The system verifies the backup and logs all actions. Automation reduces manual effort and ensures that backups happen consistently, even outside business hours. Exception handling workflows are designed for when things go wrong. If a backup fails, the system automatically notifies the owner and escalates the issue if not resolved within a set time. Manual intervention may be required. and all actions are logged for review. This workflow ensures that problems are addressed quickly and don't go unnoticed. Delegation workflows allow backup ownership to be temporarily reassigned. If the primary owner is unavailable, the system notifies a designated backup owner who takes over responsibilities. All actions are tracked, and ownership reverts when the primary owner returns. This ensures continuity and accountability, even during staff changes or absences. Integration workflows connect backup processes with other IT systems. For example, a ticketing system might automatically generate a backup request when a new server is deployed. The workflow then follows the standard approval and execution steps with updates sent back to the ticketing system. Integration streamlines operations and reduces manual work. Compliance review workflows add an extra layer of oversight for regulated data. After the backup is executed, a compliance officer reviews the process and documentation before final approval. This ensures that all regulatory requirements are met and provides a clear audit trail. Compliance workflows are essential for industries with strict data protection rules. For organizations with multiple locations, workflows may involve coordinating backups across sites. Each site initiates its own backup request, which is then consolidated and reviewed by a central team. Approvals and execution are managed centrally, ensuring consistency and compliance across the organization. This approach simplifies management and improves oversight. Cloud backups introduce unique workflow considerations. Requests may be initiated from on-premises or cloud environments, with approvals tailored to each. Execution involves transferring data to the cloud, and verification checks both local and cloud copies. Notifications and audit logs are maintained across platforms, ensuring end-to-end visibility and control. Disaster recovery workflows are designed for rapid response. When a disaster is detected, the workflow triggers immediate backup or restore actions, bypassing some approvals for speed. Ownership is clearly defined, and all actions are logged for later review. This ensures that critical data is protected and recoverable in emergencies. Some backup software allows end users to initiate their own backups through self-service portals. The workflow includes built-in approvals and notifications with IT oversight for sensitive actions. This empowers users while maintaining control and security. Self-service workflows are ideal for organizations with many users and diverse backup needs. Scheduled backups are a common workflow. The system initiates backups at predefined times, with approvals and notifications configured in advance. Execution and verification are automated, and reports are generated for review. Scheduled workflows ensure regular data protection without manual intervention, supporting business continuity. Large-scale backups, such as those for enterprise databases, require special workflows. Requests are reviewed by multiple stakeholders, and execution may be staged to minimize impact on operations. Verification is thorough, with test restores and integrity checks. Detailed reports and audit logs are essential for tracking progress and compliance. When working with third-party vendors, workflows must address external approvals and ownership. The vendor may initiate backups, but internal teams must review and approve actions. Communication and documentation are key, ensuring that all parties understand their roles and responsibilities. This workflow supports secure collaboration with external partners. Data retention workflows manage how long backups are kept and when they are deleted. Requests for deletion may require special approvals, especially for sensitive data. The workflow ensures compliance with legal and organizational policies, and all actions are logged for auditing. Proper retention workflows help manage storage costs and reduce risk. Sometimes, users need access to backup data. The workflow for access requests includes approval steps to ensure only authorized individuals can retrieve sensitive information. Access is granted temporarily, and all actions are logged. This workflow balances user needs with data security and compliance. Restoring data from backups requires its own workflow. A restoration request is submitted and reviewed for approval. Once approved, the IT team restores the data and verifies the results. Notifications are sent to stakeholders, and all actions are logged. This workflow ensures that restorations are controlled and traceable. Regular testing of backups is essential to ensure data can be restored when needed. The workflow includes scheduling, test restores, approvals, execution, and verification. Results are documented and reviewed to identify any issues. Testing workflows provide confidence in your backup strategy and help uncover problems before they impact operations. When backup policies change, workflows must be updated accordingly. The process includes drafting new policies, reviewing and approving changes, updating documentation, and training staff. All changes are logged for compliance. This workflow ensures that your backup processes remain aligned with organizational goals and regulations. When data reaches the end of its life cycle, special workflows handle its secure deletion. Requests are reviewed and approved, deletion is executed, and confirmation is documented. This ensures compliance with data retention policies and reduces the risk of unauthorized access to obsolete data. Legal hold workflows prevent the deletion of data involved in litigation or investigations. When a legal hold is issued, the workflow suspends normal retention policies and notifies relevant owners. All actions are logged, and data is preserved until the hold is lifted. This workflow supports legal compliance and risk management. When employees leave the organization, workflows ensure that their data is backed up and access is revoked. The process includes initiating a backup, approvals, execution, and updating access controls. This protects organizational data and supports compliance with HR and security policies. Deploying new applications often requires setting up backup workflows from the start. The process includes defining backup requirements, configuring workflows, assigning ownership, and testing backups. Early planning ensures that new applications are protected from day one and that responsibilities are clear. Data migration projects require special backup workflows to protect data during transfer. The process includes pre-migration backups, approvals, migration execution, and post-migration verification. All actions are logged, and any issues are escalated for resolution. This workflow minimizes risk during complex migrations. To wrap up, designing effective workflows in backup software is all about clarity, security, and accountability. By defining clear steps for initiation, approval, ownership, execution, and verification, you create a robust framework that protects your data and supports compliance. Remember to document your workflows, train your team, and continuously review and improve your processes. With the right approach, your backup workflows will be resilient, efficient, and ready to meet any challenge.